Yo-ho! Welcome to another live Sunday session of Earthworks Hub. I'm here at the studio, not on the casting couch this time. I'm back on the computer chair. Thought I'll change it up a little bit and give you guys a better view of the background this time. It is Sunday the 13th of October. Like I said earlier, thank you for joining me. I'm at the Earthworks Hub studio. We've got a lot of people on here at the moment. So on Instagram, we've already got Riley, Tilney's Earthworks, Rock Cultures, SA, TerraPro Earthworks, Newson Construction, Blessos, oh man, we've got everybody, Mitchell Morgan. If I miss your name, I'm so sorry. M. Attard, I think I said that. Ground Level Media as well. Thank you very much. And to everybody on TikTok, there's a whole bunch of people on there. I'm not going to get a chance to read everyone's names, but I do appreciate you all coming on here this evening to listen to my spiel. It's good to see so many people keep coming back, so obviously I am doing something right. Okay, so as usual, these are always recorded, and I do always post them up during the week, so if you don't get a chance to see the whole show, or you missed something, you want to go back and listen, go and look for it on Spotify, Apple, and on YouTube as well. So on YouTube, I have an audio version, which is audio only, and I also have a video version, so you can actually see me if you want to see me. But thank you to everyone for joining. A quick shout out to all my sponsors before I start. One being Hard Hat Watches. So if you haven't got one of these watches, go and have a look on their website, and you can see there's different styles. This is the new sports version, so I'm going to test this one out. So when I'm not working in the machines, I do like to do a little bit of fitness, go to the gym, go for walks and stuff like that, and that's what this one is really handy for. So make sure you go and check out these ones. This is the sports edition. So one of them, thank you to Hard Hat Watches, Network Finance, the Bole Group, Melbourne Tractors, Spartan Machinery, Godings, Nexgen Landscape, JR Safety Co, Digga. Don't make sure you use my code EWorksHub if you want to buy something from Digga, then you'll get a bit of a discount on certain products. Digga and Earthmoving Warehouse, and the same as Hard Hat Watches. If you want to get yourself a bit of a discount, put in EWorksHub at the checkout, and you will get a discount. There you go. Project updates. So this week, I actually went to give a mate of mine a chop out. So you've probably seen this on my post during the week, but he asked me to come and give him a chop out on the Komatsu PC130, which is the one that I broke the dipper on a few weeks back. So he's had that repaired, and now I was back on it this week. When he gave me the address, I actually thought it looked familiar. And then when I turned up to site, I realised why it looked familiar. And that is because I used to work across the road from that site. So I used to be like, if you've seen some of my original posts, I spoke about what I was like, what I did in my previous life, I suppose. So I did come from the corporate world. I was a production manager at a manufacturing plant for 11 years, mixed roles there, but last role was a manufacturing or production manager, and it was for a paint company. And it was basically across the road from where we were working. So what a spin out. I actually even got to see some of the guys that used to work with me at the manufacturing plant. So some of them still work there, and we had a bit of a catch up outside. So very, very good to catch up with everyone there. And the other thing is, I suppose I haven't seen that area for a while, and it's so built up now. So that's in West Footscray in Melbourne. That's so built up. There's like Bunnings stores there now. There's all these new commercial factories built around, all modernised houses, and it's just, I don't know, just totally different. The train station's all upgraded. Yeah, so I almost couldn't recognise the place. I have been away from there from 2012, so it's been a while since I was there. So a bit of a catch up with history there, I suppose. So one thing I've got to say though is on my post I was saying that, 12 years ago, whatever it was, I was sitting in that office across the road from where I was working, looking outside going, am I going to pull the pin and go and start my own business or what? And I think I did make a good decision. So there are days where I think, oh my gosh, I could have been sitting in a nice, comfortable office. But going out, making my own decisions, being responsible for my own company and doing things the way I want to do it is a lot better than what I had back then. So it was a good job, but doing it for myself is a lot better. And it's given me other opportunities too. So I'm not just stuck in that one production facility. I actually got to go out and see a lot of the different places and meet different people rather than being in one spot. So some of the advantages of actually going out and being on your own. So for anyone that is thinking about doing something different, even starting your own business, it doesn't have to be in Earthmoving or Earthworks. In any type of business or starting anything different, it doesn't matter how old you are, man. I was 30-something years old, little kids, up to here in debt, and still managed to go out and start on my own and made something of it. So never too late to do something, guys. Make sure you go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you're going to be always thinking, oh, what if this, what if that? I should have done this, should have done that. So that's my opinion. So tonight we were going to have a guest. So as promised, I was going to have definitive contracting. So Aaron was going to come on. Aaron was going to give us a bit of a maintenance program. So we're going to talk about, we're going to call it maintenance matters. That's what we're going to call it. So maintenance matters. And Aaron's going to discuss on a regular basis with us different types of maintenance on our all different types of machinery. So unfortunately, he did get a little bit sick today. He said he had an inner ear imbalance. I think that's what he said. So unfortunately, he couldn't make it. So we'll do it next week instead. But he had some good stuff lined up. We're talking about what he's going to do, and it would have been really good. But I won't give it away because we'll do it next week. So we'll have Aaron on the next show. What's up? We've got a lot of people on TikTok saying hello. Sorry guys, I'm looking at two cameras as usual. So it's a bit confusing at times. But on grade 135, thank you for the likes and the hello. Ground Level Media is saying I started at 35. Just go for it. Good advice. Yeah, that's it, man. If you've got an idea, it's never too late to start. Because I was listening to a guy the other day because I listen to a lot of these motivators and that, and they're good. Sometimes I think, they make it sound like it's so easy. Yeah? I know it's not easy to change and make changes at certain times of your life, but the thing is, you don't want to be always saying, what if this, or I could have done that, should have done that. Just make a plan. As long as you've got a good plan and you've got some sort of backup plan to get out of it in case it doesn't work, just go for it, man. Make a proper plan, a good informative decision, and just do it, man. And if it doesn't work, use your backup plan. Go back, start again. Even if you have to go and do something that you didn't want to really do, just do it for a bit till you recuperate and then go again. So that's, in short, that's what it is. On grade 135 is saying subdivisions are quiet. Subdivisions, quiet time to go at Siona, CPB, or John Holland, boys. Oh, subdivisions are quiet. He's saying it's time to go to Siona, CPB, or John Holland. Okay, so that is advice from on grade 135. So thank you. Thanks for that advice. And Ground Level Media, thank you for your input. Yeah, so 35. I was probably about 30-something as well when I decided to change and do my own business. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, I was working on that site on the PC 130. I also posted that I posted how, because what we did there, we're preparing it for a 4-level. I think it's a 4-level storage facility with a gym downstairs and other stuff. So we had to do a pad for a crane that they're going to install. So we did a big crane pad, and then next to it there's a pad for a lift shaft. So for the steelies, they wanted a frame dropped in at the bottom of the pit, the pad footing, so they could start concreting and that. And I'll tell you what, good experience, man. I like doing different things. So I'm not always just out doing the one thing. That's the fun part about working for different people. And for those of you that know, I've gone out and now I'm just sort of operating for different people, and it's given me a good chance to experience different things and different size machines and that. And I'm actually enjoying it. It's actually not too bad. Terra Pro is adding to what we said. He's saying they started on his own at 34. So there you go. It's never too late. On grade 135 saying the Bole Group. Yeah, that's it. So look, with these guys, I get to go on and do different things. So that PC 130, somebody asked what my favourite excavator is. I'll tell you what, I'm actually falling in love with this PC 130. It's got a tail on it, but the tail is not too big. So it still makes it that it's nice and smooth and well balanced. And I'm always paranoid that I'm going to scrape the tail on something behind me because I'm used to being in zero swing machines. So I'm constantly turning around and looking, and then I realize that the tail is actually not that big, man. It's not that big, but it's still big enough to be effective to stop the rocking and that. So I can load trucks with that PC130, have my arm fully extended out with a full bucket. And the bucket they've got on that machine is like a 20-ton muddy, and it actually still handles all that weight on there very, very well. So yeah, I like that. Up until then, I did say I like in that 13, 14 ton range. I do like the Case 145, but even the Kubota SK135 is good. But I haven't really operated any other ones yet, so I don't know to give you a proper opinion on best brands for that size. But somebody just said before, what's your favorite brand? As I say most often to that question is, I've got favorite brands in different sizes. So I haven't got just a one brand for every size machine that I love. So yeah, in every size I like a different version or different brand of the machine. So on grade saying the Case 350 have fat tails. Yeah, the 35 tonners. Yeah, they're huge. Yeah, you're right. And Paul's saying he likes the Cat 336. So yeah, a lot of people are using these cats nowadays. They seem to be the big thing. I was on a Case 35 tonner recently, and I noticed that the bum's really, really big. You have to be careful because you can easily swing around and take something out. Especially when I was working recently with heaps of Rio coming out of the concrete. So we're pulling up all this concrete, and I tell you, I had to be so careful that Rio wasn't sticking up and scratching the back end because it was heaps of Rio everywhere. And then here, Sydney Rockwall is saying, wait till you jump into a Takeuchi 15. Yeah, I do hear a lot of good things about those. I do hear a lot of good things about Takeuchis. I used a 5-ton Takeuchi once with that, with the arm that can sort of get offset. And the Takeuchis, I don't know if everyone knows that, but on the 5-tonner you can actually, it doesn't actually just swivel at the bottom. It actually can move left and right the whole arm. So it can make it a bit easier. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that had it. It was a Takeuchi, and it was a very interesting machine to use. Very interesting. MOBA has joined. Hello, MOBA. Anyway, guys, get yourselves drinks because we're going to be in here for almost an hour, so get yourselves going. Sydney Rockwell saying, yeah, they are true zero swing, yeah. All right, so yeah, that was me on the PC 130. We're doing also loading out some dirt. Ooh, I was hoping somebody would ask me that. Terra Pro is asking, what's the drop tonight? The drop tonight is a new Irish whiskey that I'm trialing. The bottle is behind me. I think it's called McConnell's, and it's from Belfast. Not my favourite. It's not too bad. Him over saying thumbs up. Terra Pro as well. Cheers. It's not my favourite. I've had better, but it's not bad. I think it's called McConnell's. Hang on. Yeah, McConnell's Irish whiskey. So, no, not too bad though. Not too bad. I've actually got 2 cubes of ice in it just to water it down a bit more because it's very, very strong. Very potent. I usually have one block of ice, but 2 tonight. On grade is saying, on grade 135, sorry, I have to keep putting my hand up to see because my Earthworks Hub t-shirt has the big, the cog on there, and then the cog is white, and then the whiting is right on the screen, so I can't see what it says. Like a backhoe, you can move the arm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, on grade, that's what I found with the 5-ton Takeuchis. You can actually move the whole arm left and right. Terra Pro saying, need to get a Dan Murphy sponsorship. I'll tell you what, they should sponsor me, man, for the amount that we go through. And like I was saying last week as well, it's not me, it's all my mates when they come over. They just go through it all. Yeah, it's actually slowed down. I'll tell you, during COVID, we started an actual collection of bottle caps. And whiskey bottle tops, wine bottle tops. And we filled up this Corona. Remember the Corona beer? The Corona beers had this promo bucket that you got, like a silver bucket with Corona written on it. And we wanted to see how long it would take to fill that up during COVID. And that got filled up, I reckon, within a couple of weeks, man. That was full to the brim with just all types of lids. So yeah, we did really well over COVID, I'll tell you that. Dan Murphy's made a lot of profit over COVID. I can definitely vouch for that. Maddie on shift is saying hello, legend. How you going, mate? So yeah, so that was me on the PC 130. Then I hope you guys already all saw this video, but I just released a video where I got to review the Kubota SVL75-3. So that is the latest Kubota track loader. So I had a Kubota SVL75-2, which is the model beforehand, and that's the one that got stolen. So that actually went missing not even a year, less than a year after I bought it. Nice machine, very, very good, but it could have had a few improvements, and then the Dash 3 just came out, and I think they've improved a lot of the things on there. So for anyone that hasn't seen the video yet, I'll give you a quick rundown. Tsar FC has joined. How you going? He is the mixed martial arts king. If anyone ever wants to do some sort of martial arts training and that, come and see the Tsar Fight Club in North Sunshine. Absolute legends. Asking me if I have a cigar. I do have cigars over there, but I haven't had the opportunity to smoke one on my lives yet. Maybe next week, man. Maybe next week. I might start doing it next week. I'm actually trying to slow down on the cigars. I feel every time I have one, my bloody lung, even though you don't inhale them, my lungs still get all like clogged, and I have that taste in my mouth for a few days. Then the whole, like I said last week, we had one in here last week, and the whole room stunk for a week in here, and I was regretting it because the smell got into everything. But you never know, man. I might have to start smoking them on here. What do you guys reckon? Should we have a cigar next episode or what? Maddie on shift is saying, I think you need an on-shift hat. Romeo and Julieta. There you go, mate. There you go. Yeah, I think I might have to go and get some cigars for next week. I'll have to have one. Ooh, on-shift hat. Yeah, if you want to send me one, Maddie, get in touch with me later, and I will put your hat in the background, man. No problem. No problem. And Tsar FC, you're welcome to join me here, man. You can come in on my next live and sit with me as well, man. We'll have one together. So definitely look forward to that. Cheers. Yeah, so going back to the Kubota SVL75. Yeah, I've been speaking with Godings, and I told them, as soon as you get another one in, let me know, because they go out like hotcakes. The Kubota sells out very fast. They told me they had 4 at the start of the week. By the end of the week, they had 1 left, and it was about to go out. So I quickly had to run down there and do a review on it while I had a chance, because I've been wanting to get into one and see what all the fuss is about. So one thing I noticed with that Kubota is that it's got a one-piece cabin. So now it's a one-piece fully enclosed cabin, and the cabin obviously gets less dust in it. And what they've done now on that Kubota, they've put the cabin air filters for the aircon and that up into the ceiling, into the roof, rather than down on the side, so that they won't catch too much dust. Like as your tracks are flicking up dust and that's all going straight into the filters. Whereas now it's up on the roof, so it takes a little bit longer to get filled. Phillips Plant Hire, thank you for joining. Nice to see you on here. So yeah, I was just talking about my review of the Kubota SVL75-3. Awesome machine, man. Sitting into it, I got a good chance to have a go and give it a bit of a play. Sorry, I'm reading this. Rock Holters is saying got to go, but I'll be sure to listen to the pod. Yes, thank you for joining, Rock Holters. Thank you. And Philip Plantai is saying, oh hey. Yeah, so what was I going to say? Yeah, they had a one-piece cab, no dust coming into it. But what I noticed as soon as I got into it, just with the levers, pushing backwards and forwards, it took like a little, it gave it, instead of just jerking forward, jerking back, and it was a little bit more smoother than it used to be. It was a bit quieter in the cab. So in the video, I didn't close the cab, but later on I closed it and had a go, and it was a lot quieter. That 7-inch LCD screen, big difference, having the reverse camera on the screen. So we used to have, when I bought my one and some of the other Kubotas, they don't come with the reverse camera in the screen. So they had to put an aftermarket one, and it'd go up on the side, and then it'd be hard to see So this was on the screen and much better, and it comes on and off as you reverse. Perfect, man. Perfect camera. Ronaldo, thank you for your rose. We're getting likes up here and gifts on TikTok, so thank you for that too. And also, in the meantime, we've had a few people join: Level Up Earthmoving, Coastal Earthmoving, GR Dirtworks, Castle Ridge Excavations, and Atacama's on as well. So thank you guys for joining. So the other things I noticed on the Kubota, they have now the reverse fan, which is up on the top of the motor rather than at the back on the bottom. So that makes a big difference. Obviously less dust going into it, and the reverse fan comes on spitting all the dust out every now and then, so that's good. And now you've got better access. So if you open it, mechanics are going to be loving that. Heaps more access to the engine bay. Even cleaning your air filter out and stuff like that, a lot easier to get to. And they had this new Donaldson pre-filter at the top. So I don't know if a lot of other machines have that, but they had this Donaldson pre-cleaner filter at the top, which apparently all the dirt goes in there, builds up, and then it spins and it comes out and falls out of the sides. So you don't have to actually empty the little container, which is interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Has everybody else seen that? Has anyone else seen that little contraption? It's a Donaldson pre-filter. Apparently it comes standard now with the SVL. We also got Lockie Hills Excavation. Thanks for joining. And we've got Jim on our TikTok up here saying, giving me likes. Thank you for that. And Kurt Ter, is it? Assessment. Oh, terracement, is it? Something like that. Sorry if I got that wrong. What else was there? And then the only thing that I'd noticed with these Kubotas and on my SVL75-2 was I had the narrow tracks, and I found that because of the weight of the machine, because they're like 4.5 ton or 4 point something ton, I found that the narrower tracks made it so that a bit harder to turn. So especially if you're in like soft ground or mud, when you're trying to turn, it sort of digs in. That's the only thing I found with the narrower tracks on the SVLs. So I reckon if you're going to get one, I would opt for the wider tracks. So I think they said they come in the 400 or 410 wide track. That would probably give it a bit better surface coverage, and then you could probably spin a bit smoother in that too. So that I imagine that would be better. If anyone has anything to add, let me know. But who's got an SVL or ever had one on here? And can anyone share some of their experiences with it? Thank you for the likes as well, Jim. Lots of likes there. You're saying hello to everyone as well. And the other thing I liked about the SVL is the keyless start. So now there's no key required. The good thing is you can put in the PIN code. So you just put your PIN code in, which is good because if I had that back in the day, it wouldn't have got stolen. So you put a PIN code in, and you can allocate a PIN code to each operator, so you know which operator's in it as they're using it. And you can adjust the revs just with the dial now instead of the lever. So it's another thing. So Jim is saying if everyone double taps, you'll get more paper. Oof, there you go. There you go. Let's all double tap. Double tap, guys. Double tap. Yeah, Lockie Hills Excavations is saying the cab was terrible in the Dash 2. The Dash 3 looks heaps better. Yeah, the cab. You know what I also noticed? The cab used to vibrate a lot in the Dash 2. It used to vibrate heaps as you're tracking. So I noticed in this one, on the SVL75-3, the cabin didn't vibrate as much. I didn't really get to track it too far, but it wasn't vibrating as much as the other one. Landtrack has joined. Landtrack, how you going? Lewis Earthmoving as well. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Landtrack, if you've got some tip sites, you can add them in. I think I've already added some of your tip sites, but if you have some more tip sites you want to add to my website, just go on there and add them in. They're for free. They're for everyone to be able to find. So it'd be good free advertising for you guys to have your tip sites on there, Landtrack. I think I've already put a couple in there. So yeah, if I missed something, add them in, man. That's on earthworkshub.com.au. So that's the same thing for anyone else on site, anyone else that's listening. If you have if you have a tip site that you know of where we can take any material, go on earthworkshub.com.au, add a listing under the tip site section. It's free. Just put it in there so everyone can see that tip site and start using it. And then Landtrack as well, you are welcome to list your business on the website as well for people that under the plant hire section as well. So what else is there? So we got Chris. How you going? Chris has joined. Momentum Civil. Who else have we got? Jude, Haley, Dylan. We've got 3 people. So Terra Pro is saying so much vibration, the death rattles. So he's going back to, obviously, to the SVL75. Yeah, they used to rattle a lot, man. They used to rattle heaps. I remember my old one would rattle, especially if you had the door open, so the door swings up on the Kubotas, which is a good thing because when you've got attachments, so for example, if you've got a smudge bar or you've got some other attachment on, you can still open the door while the attachment's still on. Whereas a lot of machines, you have to actually release the attachment, put the bucket all the way to the ground before you can open the door. So that's one advantage of having the door swinging upwards. So yeah, I found that this one, the old Dash 2, when you put the door up and you start tracking, it used to rattle and shake its way back down and come off the clip. So then you had to put the little hinge in as well. So no, the new one, a lot better, man, a lot better. So and yeah, having that screen, the LED touchscreen, LCD touchscreen, and that, a lot better. The ventilation, I noticed, it had all these vents facing the operator. I think the Dash 2 didn't have that. So that was some of the issues. Jim is saying on TikTok here that the industry is slowing down. Yes, it is slowing down. I don't see it picking up very fast. I get little hints of it picking up. Like we get phone calls every now and then I hear a lot of guys saying that it's starting to pick up. So I get little hints of it, and then it goes back to everyone saying, no, it's quiet. It's very quiet. So I don't know. Like I was saying in my other ones, I don't want to keep repeating myself every week. I think we've still got a long way to go before it starts getting busy again. And some people are saying they're still going. They've still got heaps of work. I think that these is where it really depends on what type of work you're in. Like someone said here before, the subdivisions are very slow. But if you're doing other jobs, maybe you're still going. So this is where your relationships come in handy. Knowing all your customers, keeping in touch with them. And then this is where, when I used to say in my other videos, how you present yourself at work, how you finish your jobs, how reliable you are, all that comes into play at times like this, because this is when customers are going to look at who was our best contractor, who was our best supplier, who came to us when we needed them. And then they're going to call you over other guys. So this is where all that counts. Utilize your machine for demolition. Maddie on shift is saying, yeah, well, that's it. You can start doing other things, yeah. Utilize your machine for demolition. You can rent them out if you need to. This is where we have to get a bit creative. So, yeah, and Jim's saying we are the first to feel the recession. Yeah, we are. Well, we're at the start of each process, aren't we? So when new estates are getting built, we're the first ones there digging them up. When houses are getting built, we're the first ones there digging them up, doing the site cuts. When people are doing, renovations, basements and that, we're there. So we're always the first ones to feel it. And Maddie on shift is saying there are some undeserved, is it? Underserved niches like peers as well. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes you might have to look into something different. All right, let me just have another sip. I don't know. It's growing on me, but it's not my favorite. It's growing on me, but. And then, Maddie on shift is saying there's very few people licensed in residential. So I think he's talking about demolition here, which is true. Yeah, it's a good opportunity. Demo's not bad because you can make money in multiple ways. Make money on the metal, make money on reselling stuff. You know what I mean? Make money on the tip sites, all sorts of stuff. Oh, and piers as well. Yeah, he's saying. So yeah, doing pier holes and stuff like that. He's talking about that stuff too. Yeah. There's a lot of people that still don't do piers and that. So there you go. Alright, so that was the SVL75. So thank you to Godings for allowing me to come and do a review on that. Good bunch of guys. So if you ever want to buy like a Kubota or I think they're doing other little stuff now. I think I saw a Dingo and stuff in there, but they do lawn mowers, slashers, tractors, all sorts of stuff. So go and see the guys at Godings in Geelong and Rockbank. Nice people to deal with. So I've bought plenty of machines through them, and always been a pleasure to deal with. Also, don't forget, on that new Kubota, they do have like a 90mm extra height lift. So, I mean, 90 or 100mm doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're loading into trucks and that 100mm can be a big difference. And it's very stable. I think it has like another 100 kilo lifting capacity. So, Alpha is saying, I've got to put my hand there again, sorry. Alpha is struggling to find any work for his posi track. He's got an SVL75. There you go. Yeah, it is. It is. If you're in Victoria, you're probably going to be struggling too. Yeah, definitely, because a lot of people are struggling. Which is why I'm probably, in one way, I'm probably glad that I did get rid of my machines when I did. But I do feel for everyone that does still have machines and that. So, what can I say, man? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I do think it will improve, but I don't know when. I don't know when. I know properties prices are dropping. We've been trying to sell a property recently and struggling to sell it. Prices are dropping. So, yeah, I feel that everything's sort of going down a little bit. Do you know of any interstate work? So Alpha's asking if I know of any interstate work. I don't know anyone that's looking at the moment, but I do hear that the other states are doing not too bad. So some people on this channel or on TikTok and Instagram were saying last week that there's still plenty of work in some places. So, you know, maybe another state might be another option. I don't know. Very, very hard to say. Very hard to say. But I don't know anyone that's sort of looking in the other states at the moment. But it can't go on like this forever, yeah? So it will pick up, hopefully. And like I say every time, even when it does start to pick up, like just say they start releasing more land and start developing again, it's going to take time for people to buy those blocks, to get all the paperwork done, to start getting all the civil works done. So yeah, it will be still a fair bit of time before it does pick up, even then. So Jimmy's saying a lot of my fellow operators not in the industry anymore. Yeah. A lot of machines are parked up. Yeah, that's true. I know guys that have just taken the heaps of their machines and just let them sit, and they're actually operating for other people. So they've got their own machines, but they just got them parked up and working for somebody else that does have work until they find some. So look, these are the things that we just have to do, man. They're things we've got to do in this period, and then it might creep up and get better again, you know. Oh man, I missed a whole bunch of comments here. Sorry guys. It froze on me and it didn't show me everyone's comments. I had so many. Sorry. Let me go back here. So Blesso's Earthworks said they also have no suspension on the tracks like the Cats, which makes them rough. Yes, he's talking about the SVR75s. Atacama is saying the Dash 2 cab is not fully pressurized. Yeah, that's right. So even with the AC all the way up, dust still goes in. Yeah, and that's what they fixed at Atacama. Apparently that's what they fixed. With the Dash 3, and we've got and Atacama said they're an excellent machine though. Yeah, you can't break them. Yes, Jack Healy joined in the meantime. Matty Wild said Victoria was rooted, and he's heading back out to New South Wales again. Yeah, he's heading into New South Wales. Yeah, Matty Wild, I can understand why. Yes. I can completely understand, but it's good that you recognise it and you're out and you're doing something, man, because a lot of people will still sit there and just wait and not do anything about it and just have no work. So it's good that you're doing something, man. This is like I was saying, you got to be proactive. Just go and do different things, even if it's out of the norm. If you have to go interstate, if you have to work for somebody else, if you have to go and work in a total different field, just do it for a while until it all comes back to normal again. On TikTok, we got Morgs, yo. We got Big Dog, hey, yo, legend, he's saying. Welcome, Big Dog. Thank you for joining. And then on Instagram, we've had Corey Weber, and JPG Excavations just joined. So thank you very much for joining, guys. So we have been talking about the SVL75-3, the new one, the new version. I spoke about the Komatsu PC130 I sat in this week and how I happened to be working across from where I used to work many years ago. Andy Howard is saying he works in crushing. We are super quiet too. Even mobile is tough at the moment. There you go. So even the crushing plants are quiet. There you go. There you go. And then the big dog is saying a 13.5-7 is a beautiful machine. There you go. Are you talking about the Komatsu there? Because the one I was in was the 130, and I was very, very pleased with that machine. But yeah, so there you go. So Andy is saying that even in crushing and that they're quiet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, he's talking about the 135. Yeah, the Kobelco. Yeah, they are good. They're good machines, man. I had a 135, but I can't remember which dash it was, what number, but it was good. It was a good machine. What else? McGregor Construction has joined. Morgs. Fergie has started following me. Oh, thank you, Morgs. Guys, don't forget to also follow me on YouTube. So subscribe on YouTube, go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and then also go on the Earthworks Hub website and sign up there as well. Become a member, and you can list your businesses on there. Advertise your business on there so that everyone can use your services. So that's earthworkshub.com.au. And you can as well, if you want. Actually, I should show you guys. This is one of the t-shirts that's available on my site. So this t-shirt here is the one that has all the sponsors on there. Hang on a second, I've just tracked over my cable. Hang on, that's not a good thing. Just squashed my cable there. So this t-shirt, let me turn around. This has all the sponsors on there. So if you go to the earthworkshub.com.au website, you can actually buy these t-shirts. So the t-shirts with sponsors, or you can get one without if you don't want to have them all on the back. But I reckon it looks cool with everyone on there. Or if you want to be a sponsor and be on the front page of the website and on the t-shirt, give me a message as well. Always open to having more on my partner list. And if we can offer discounts to all of our followers and that's even better. Try and help each other out. Okay, so I've missed a few messages there. Maddie Wild is saying the Sumitomo 145 is a good digger. It's a very good digger, man. I've used the case version and love it. The case CX145, very, very good machine. Which is the Sumi anyway, basically. Also, On Grade 135 is saying more subbies are getting laid off each day. Yeah, that's so true. Like, it's been happening for a while. I know that over the last 7-8 months, I've heard a lot of civil companies are just offloading all their subbies. So if it's still happening, then that's I don't know. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign. On Grade is saying 100% we deal with rock and concrete recycling. Hang on. And all the drivers are saying the same. They're quiet. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, guys. I have to keep covering my sign so I can read the white writing. Yeah, so it's quiet. Yeah, there you go. So I thought that as it starts to get warmer and closer to the end of the year, interest rates start dropping, it might start picking up slowly. But like I was saying, it will take a little bit for that to come down towards us. So On Grade 135 is saying one of his mates had 7 tandems and now only has 2 running, and had to sell the other 5. Wow, there you go. Yeah, so interesting times, very, very interesting times. Yeah, so I don't know what everybody else's thoughts are, but I feel like it's going to be hard for a while now, man. At least to the end of the year, and then obviously over the Christmas period, it's going to get quiet. I don't know. It's not going to get any better, maybe. And Morgs is saying, ever done quarry work It's Morgs from TT. Ah, that's Morgs. Okay. Now I get it. Ever done any quarry work? I did a little bit of quarry work. I worked at a well, it wasn't really a quarry, I suppose, but they took clean fill there. So I had my 20 tonner on the job, where it was like a clean fill site, and I was just there sorting material and doing random stuff with the 20. And every now and then I'd jump in the dozer, and then just doze stuff off the edge, you know what I mean? And then just keep jumping back in the 20. And that was interesting. I only did it for a short period, and that was almost near the start of my excavation career. That's like near the start of my my business starting, and that was good. The guy there really helped me, because he gave me an opportunity to have my machine on site, and I got to learn a lot while I was there, because before that I was still fresh. I got pushed around from site to site because they could tell I was fresh. And then it wasn't until I sort of got there with him, he taught me a lot about the machines, let me use the dozer, all the other size machines they had on site. So I got a good experience, and it was through him that I actually bought my tip truck. So very thankful for this guy. He got me onto someone that was selling a tip truck, and I got that. That was my first tipper. And then from there, I just kept going. So I really appreciate him. It's like he gave me a bit of a kickstart. So I do really appreciate his help. And then Morgs is saying, yeah, dozers seem cool to run. Yeah, I wish I sort of probably had a bit more time on the dozer, but didn't really get that much time. So Andy Howard is saying he reckons until mid or end of next year. Yeah, I reckon you're right. Thank you for the likes as well, people, in the meantime. Yeah, I think that's right, man. It's going to be very quiet till at least mid to end of next year. Because like I was saying, even if we did start getting interest rates cutting back down, and houses starting to build again, and developers selling and all that jazz, it's still going to be a while before the flow-on effect comes to us. They start calling us back. And then, here we go. Adakama has added his opinion. Save money now. There will be a pre-Christmas rush, but after the holidays will be slow to pick up again until developers release the money once the interest rate goes down. Exactly what I was just saying. Yep, very good, man. Very good. So he's just confirming the same thing. And Newson Construction is saying carpentry and landscape side of things aren't much better. Well, there you go. I suppose, yeah, people just aren't spending money, isn't it? People are just holding off a bit. Yeah, I was doing a lot of streetscapes and commercial landscaping just before I sort of started selling everything off. And I could see that was starting to taper off slowly as well. So that's probably all going to go. So it's a big flow-on effect. So imagine, and then I suppose all the suppliers of all the materials and that will start getting affected. It will just keep going down the line. Yeah, so on grade 135 is saying new builds are slow for the effect. Where is it? Oh, yeah. New builds are slow, which equals flow-on effect for all the other trades. Exactly right, man. Exactly right. What else is there? And Andy Howard is saying they are next door, and it's the same thing. Yeah, there you go. All right. Morgs is asking a question. What's your opinion on Liebherr, the German brand? Yeah, it's very hard to spell, man. Yeah, I haven't actually sat in one of those, but I was working next to a was it a 50 ton? I think it was a 50 tonner. I was at a Rokon site for a while, and they had I think it was a 50 ton Liebherr, and he was digging out some stuff in front of me. I was in my 5 tonner back then, and the Liebherr was good. It seemed alright. The operator said that he was very happy with it, and most of the other guys that had a go in it said the same thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to get a go in every machine, but I haven't used a Liebherr. But I think I've got a Liebherr. I think one of my models is a Liebherr in the background, but I haven't actually used one. No. And who's that? Jim? No, Ilmatic is saying he agrees with whatever On Grade said. Yeah, very good, very good. Ah, Ilmatic. Yes, thank you for joining as well. Is that Illy? Or is that Il? Illmatic Excavations. There you go. Anyway, thank you for joining. TM Landscaping has joined, and Lunda from Down Under. I like these names. Awesome names, man. Yeah, yo. Okay, so no, it is. It's going to be very quiet for a bit. So look, it's very hard now. Now, would you go and buy new machines now? Is now the time to go and put more people on? I don't know. A lot of people have been asking me, should they start operating now? I don't know. My answer to them is that it's going to be very tough because, people won't have anywhere to put you. It's not until we get flat out that we can easily throw people on machines and just put them out there to keep the machine moving. It's now when you've got no work for your own machines, it's very hard to put people on. So, yeah, it's very, very tough. So Morgs is saying the Liebherr dozers are really nice to run. He's saying Dad runs a dozer and it had a cool transmission. You could pivot on one spot. There you go. So yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, very good. Very, very, very good. I haven't used any Liebherr machines yet. So if anyone can offer any other opinions on those machines, let us know. But I haven't used one myself. And then Illmatic is saying, nah, you're better off operating the scanners at Woolworths. Yeah, at the moment, if you're not an experienced operator, yeah, you're probably better off sticking where you are for a while until it does pick up again. And then, yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying last week, I had a mate that put out an ad for an operator recently. He had over 100 applicants for one position, and they were all highly experienced operators. And like I said earlier, some of them even had their own machines and were willing to park them up and just come and work for a while until it got busy again. And on grade 135, you're saying any hope of job security while it's quiet is to get into the NELP project, Northeast Link, I think he means. And Andy's saying Illmatic Excavations can get in. Hang on a second, I'm missing these. They're going too fast. Illmatic Excavations can get an ABN and run the scanners because you have to do it yourself now. Oh yeah, true. And then Illmatic saying, no, Liebherrs are good. You can adjust everything on the fly. Very, very good. There you go. There you go. That's good. So you can adjust things as you go. There you go. That must be good. I suppose they say anything that's German is pretty good usually. So we have to say that they are. Ja, ja, wunderbar. Der Liebherr ist wunderbar. What time is it? 8:48. Gee, that's gone quick. I love these chats because it makes the night go really, really quick, and it's good when everyone starts asking questions on that because it keeps us all going. Lunda from Down Under is saying, what's your favorite GPS system to use? And Morgs is asking, do you like Hitachi? The quick one, Hitachi, they are not bad machines. Hitachis aren't too bad. Oh man, there's all questions going up on TikTok as well now. Hang on a sec, guys, not too many. Plastube is saying, enjoy, bud. Thank you for joining us, Plastube, as well. And if you want to hear the rest of this, listen in during the week. Morg said Hitachi. The Hitachi is not bad. They're not bad machines. And Lunda from Down Under saying, what's your favourite GPS? Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Going from all the different ones like Topcon, now you've got Unicontrol, then you've got MOBA. I don't know. There's so many versions now. I don't know. I don't really have one favourite. I think I got used to the Leica systems before, but I don't know. It's just I haven't used them that much. I haven't used them flat out, so I can't give a proper opinion. But yeah, I think sticking with some of the smaller ones might be good nowadays because even with like just say it was a Topcon that recently changed their name. Apparently a lot of people had issues with their GPSs and that, so maybe some of the smaller guys, and it might end up being a bit cheaper for you. So I don't know, but I don't have a favourite system. I'm still old school, using my little Topcon H4 laser and using pegs and stuff. I haven't actually used GPS to its full capacity. So some people saying Trimble's really good. There you go. Illmatic saying Trimble. Where is it here? Somebody else is asking other questions. So yeah, some people saying Trimble. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit dependent on everyone. What's your favorite, Morgs? while you're thinking about that, some people saying, yeah, hydraulics for your slew or boom in and out, all adjustments on the fly. Oh, he's talking about the Libra machines. On Grade saying, how's the Bole Group? Work is quiet as well. Not too bad, because they do a bit of variety. So concreting, different excavations, and then like factories and warehouse builds. They're always busy with something. So they've always consistently got something, but not flat out like they used to be. Yeah, definitely not like before. Andy Howard saying he jumped on the new Cat 336 Nexgen the other day, and it was pretty nice, very good. And Ilmatic is saying just say Trimble. And then Riley is saying a 2022 Komatsu 5.5 tonner with a tilt hitch is the best 5 tonner he ever used. Well, yeah, I did a review on a new Komatsu not long ago, a 5.5. Compared it with I compared a 5.5 ton Komatsu recently. I was very impressed with it. It was a bit slow, but that only made things better because it wasn't bouncing me around and throwing me around and stuff. So it was good. It's a good machine for someone that's going to sit in it most of the day and operate for the day. So I liked it. And for trimming and that, the Komatsu 5.5 was really nice. So Morgs is asking, do you have any trucks? No, I just got rid of all my trucks. I had a few tippers, so I'll give you a quick rundown. I had a Mack CH688 Elite. That was a very good machine. That was a very good truck. I had a Volvo FL10. That was not a bad little truck as well. I didn't realize how bad it ran until I got a new truck after that. So I ingested a lot of diesel fumes, I can tell you that. But it was a good tipper overall. I had a Fuso Shogun. I think that was a 470 or whatever you call it. That was a nice truck. I had a Hino. I can't remember what it was, but it was a tray truck that we had set up for all my for all the augers and that. So that used to be the augering truck, and for moving machines around and that. Then I had what else did we have? Then I had a little Mazda T4600. So that's a little 4-ton tipper, and that used to carry the little 1.8 tonner on it. That was good. And then I can't remember. I had something else as well. I can't remember. And yeah, there's another truck as well. So yeah, I did have a few, but not anymore. Plastube Victoria, we have 100% waterproof board pier tube. Would love to have a chat one day. Hey, 100%, man. Send me a DM or whatever you want to call it. Send me a message, and we shall organise a time to talk about that. So for people that want to know more about it, they can hear about it on our show. So yeah, hit me up, man. Anyway, Atacama Earthworks is saying Trimble is good and user friendly, but it's expensive and less compatible. Topcon is a good middle point, not too expensive and good support. Well, there you go, man. And Lunda from Down Under is saying thumbs up to that. So obviously he agrees. So that's good, man. That is good. On Grade 135 is saying any update of getting build width on the casts. You know what? I haven't. I'll tell you something, guys. It's funny because a lot of people are saying to me, when are you going to get Starbucks on? When are you going to get build width? And a lot of people are asking me, when are you going to get some of these bigger guys on? Initially, I was chasing those type of guys, yeah. So I was sort of chasing the bigger guys with a lot of influence, I suppose, to try and get them on my show. But what I've realised is, in the meantime, I actually enjoy more dealing with local people, guys that aren't as big, or guys that don't love the attention as much. Like, you know, basically, like I'll say sometimes, I love representing the underdogs, you know? So I actually enjoy talking to people that are, and I suppose I can say this in a bad way, but that we're more realistic, you know what I mean? Like the guys that are doing the same thing and doing it hard together every day. So I don't know if I'm making sense or not, but I feel better like representing and talking to the guys that are not as massive as those guys, you know what I mean? So I could easily try and just keep getting them on, getting likes, getting followers, which one day I might get them on. And I almost did have some of them come on, but just haven't managed to push it a bit. But yeah, as PlasTube is saying, maybe the little guys, you know, just keeping it real, keeping it more local, legit with everybody that's sort of trying to get somewhere with the industry. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm making sense in what I'm saying. And that's why I haven't really chased those bigger guys. Morgs is saying, do you know Leroy Piggott? I know the name. I can't remember, but I do know. Can't remember his company name or where he works, but I do know the name for some reason. So I must have met him somewhere along the line, or spoken to him, or heard of him somewhere. But I do know that name from somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Somebody else wrote here on grade 135 saying, what about Earthlift? Yeah, I should actually get them on. They can tell us about what they do, how they achieved getting to what they do. Because I remember when I first started quoting a lot of these site cuts, they were like the big dogs in all the site cuts. And I think they still are. But they used to always compete with me. And then every time I missed out on the site cut, I'd ring up the guy and say, or the builder, and say, hey, how come I didn't get the job? And they'd say, oh, Earthlift quoted it. They're cheaper and they can do it a lot quicker. So you can't compete with big guys like that. But it'd be good to get someone like them on. Yeah, definitely. Morgs is off. Thank you for joining, Morgs. We'll see you on the next one. I'll probably see you during the week while I'm doing something as well, because Morgs joins me on my lives always during the week. And that's the other thing, guys. On TikTok or Instagram, I try both, but usually mainly on TikTok, I go live during the week while I work on machines and that. So yeah, MOBA would be good to get on. And hold that thought. You never know what could be coming up. But keep that thought, bless those. Plas Tube is saying, we sell a lot of tubes to the pool industry. Might help for some. Yeah, cool. Yeah, look, I'm always open to having different guests on there. I suppose it's not always good to just have excavation guys on, you know. So I do want to get some other people on here, people that have had graders, people that got graders, people that got dozers, some other types of machinery, guys that do piers, traffic management. I've put out some feelers to try and get traffic management on here, and a couple of other people and float companies, but they haven't actually bitten. Nobody wants to talk. They're all a little bit scared to come on. I don't know why. But and drillers as well. Yeah, I've been trying to get people on, but everyone's just a little bit reluctant. It's funny, a lot of people are afraid to come on live, or not even live. I tell them you don't have to be live. We can just do it separately, like my other ones that I've done, and then post them up, and I can edit it. But they still get scared. So if anyone is interested, send me a message. Tell me what you do, and let me work out whether I can get you on and we can talk. So I do still have a list of people that I'm working with, but definitely hit me up and send me a message, and I'll see how we go. PlasTube saying he'll talk. Yeah, very good. And Blessos is saying he runs MOBA gear and would love to hear their origin story. Well, hold that thought, man. Hold that thought. And PlasTube is saying I can get a few for you. Ooh, there you go. There, do it, man. Do it. Yeah, definitely get me some people that we can bring up on here. And Blessos, I was actually going to contact you today, but I thought it might be too late notice. After Aaron cancelled, I was like, I know Blessos said he'd like to come on, but I didn't want to put you on the spot. So maybe next time, man, definitely. Yeah, PlasTube, get in touch. Jason Barrett, hey, Let's Dig 18 on YouTube would be a good one to do on your podcast. Let's Dig 18. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. I love these guys. Give me as much info as you can. I am based in Melbourne. Somebody was asking that. No comment is saying where you're based. Based in Melbourne, Victoria, in the west. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, get in touch if you're keen to get on the show or know someone. Recommend them to me, and we'll put them on. But like I was saying, I can easily chase those bigger guys and the real popular guys and try and get them on. But I feel like I'd rather keep it local and have it more like like the smaller type guys. Give us a bit of a go, rather than just keep feeding the big guys, Mitchell Morgan saying Jimmy Diggs will be interesting. Yeah, I like watching some of his posts. He's always doing some nice drone footage. And what up, Christian? How you going, Christian? So yeah, no, it's good to see a lot of people saying Patlin heavy haulage. They're saying, yeah, that'd be another good one to talk to. Definitely. But just getting the time to ring them all, organise things, it has been hard. And try and work and try and run the website and do all this other stuff. Yeah, it's not easy to fit everything in, but I will get there. And then doing these lives every week and preparing stuff and that. It's a fair bit in there. Editing videos later, doing drone footage and this and that. There's a lot of work. Stevie, please, is saying, have you been kicked out of the spare room? Yeah, I've been relegated to the garage, man. I've been relegated to the garage. Now I've got my own little man cave in the garage. And Christian is saying he has a girlfriend. Oh, good on you, Christian. Very, very good, man. Well done. Guys, what is it? It's 9 o'clock p.m. I think I've mentioned everything I want to talk about. Plus, we've had a really, really good chat tonight. So thank you for all your input, guys, and all the different opinions and all the likes and follows and shares. I noticed a lot of people have been giving gifts on TikTok as well. If you guys haven't already, go and follow on all my platforms. Go on to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Also go to Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Follow, subscribe, share the shit out of it. As I always say, let's make it known that Earthworks Hub is here. And go to earthworkshub.com.au. Register yourselves on there. Sign up as a member, and also put your businesses on there. If you do have a business, advertise yourself on there. And if you've got a job and you want to find someone, advertise the job on there. Or if you're a worker looking for work, advertise. There's all opportunities on there for people looking for work, someone looking for workers. There's tip sites. If you've got an event or an expo that you want to advertise, put it on there. Or if you just want to advertise your business, you can do it all on earthworkshub.com.au. So Philip's Planhigh is saying, I think when getting the big guys in would be beneficial if it's the right person who wants to offer genuine advice, exactly, and business opportunities to the smaller businesses on how to succeed. Exactly, that's where it would be good. So getting some of the bigger guys in to talk about how they started, what they went through, how they got there, that is what I'd like to try and get out of them. Rather than guys that are just coming on and trying to just increase their followers and that, and that's exactly what I was trying to say before. But Philip's Planhigh, now thank you for that input. And we've got a few people join. King Dizza and JJH Excavations, thank you for joining. We are about to, unfortunately, wrap it up. But thank you for joining. Next week, we are on 8 o'clock every Sunday. So 8 p.m. every Sunday. Make sure you lock that in and join in. If you've got anything you want to talk about, write it down. Bring it up on the evening. And we will try. Oh, TikTok just froze on me. There you go. So yeah, we can always make sure if you've got something that you want to talk about, list it, and we can always talk about it. And if I don't know something, someone on here will, and we can help each other. Philip's Planhigh, thank you as well for joining. We will be speaking soon as well. That's correct. And Cooper is saying thank you for a great live session. Thank you as well, Coops, for joining. A very regular guest. Thank you for joining, or regular follower or viewer, I should say. Thank you for joining, Coops. Guys, I'm going to call it here. It's 9:03. Everyone probably wants to go to sleep and go to work. I appreciate you all coming on, all your comments, and like I said, all your follows and that. Have a good week, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Thanks again, guys.